scrolling isn't actually the villain that everybody says it is. Hear me out. For the longest time, I genuinely thought that I had my social media use under control. I wasn't doom scrolling for hours. So I thought and I told myself that I'm fine. I don't need to change anything. But at some point, I started noticing my digital behaviors. Our digital behaviors are the ways we use and interact with technology. Scrolling is one of our digital habits. It's very visible and hence it's got a bad name for itself. But there are some other habits too, which are less visible, less spoken about, very common, and hence way worse for us than scrolling is. Now, if you find yourself in any of these behaviors that I'm going to talk about, you are not alone. And good news is you can easily fix these behaviors just with simple little mindset changes. And if you are a parent, it matters even more because our kids, they will not listen to what we say about screens, but they definitely follow what we do with our screens. Habit 1. Background noise everywhere. This is me a few years ago. I would have background noise following me everywhere I go. Netflix playing in the kitchen, YouTube playing when I'm working, comfort shows and movies playing at my bedtime. I would sleep to one of the 4 or 5 of my comfort shows and I would wake up to the same shows. And I told myself, this is how I relax, this is my me time. But the reality is my brain never got the rest it needed. My brain never got the chance to process the day. My brain never got the chance to completely shut down. It showed in my behavior. It showed in how irritated, annoyed, and angry I was. And I blamed it on my family or on everything else around me without realizing that it's happening because of that background noise. When I switched that off, everything changed for me. The constant consumption, it just feels normal so much that we don't even notice that it's there. Good news is you can switch it off. It will be uncomfortable in the beginning, but you will thank yourself later. Try it. Habit 2. Multiple screens at once. Picture this, your laptop's open, TV's playing in the background, you have your phone in your hand. We think this is multitasking. However, this is task switching. We are asking our brain to switch from one screen to another again and again and again. This comes at a cost. When your brain is constantly switching context and constantly getting different inputs from all directions, you have less tolerance for interruptions. And amongst all of this, when your kids come and ask you a simple question, it feels like one more thing that you cannot take. Not because you don't care about your kids, but because your mental bandwidth is stretched thin. That's cognitive overload. And most of us are living in it without realizing. Good news, you don't have to stay overloaded. You can right now make a promise to yourself to stick to one screen at a time. That's not hard. Habit 3. Reacting on autopilot. A thought pops in your head, you reach for your phone. A notification comes in, you check it instantly. You feel bored for 3 seconds and you light up your screens. It's not a choice anymore, it has become a reflex. And when our brain is constantly interrupted like this, we lose our ability to think deep. We lose our ability to be creative. We lose our ability to be patient. You don't need to keep interrupting yourself. You can change this right now. Promise yourself to check your phone only at the allocated time in each day. It could be every hour or every 2 hours to begin with. But in between those 2 hours, that's your productive time. That's where your creativity lives. That's where you can be present for your family. Now, let me tell you one thing. If you feel charged and you just want to delete all the apps and be a new person from tomorrow, that may not be possible. Deleting apps is not the solution, but monitoring our behavior is. Because when you monitor your behavior over time, your mindset changes. That's where real change comes from. Those daily habits, they compound over time. The deleted apps will always find their way back into your phone, but changed behavior will never let you go back to your own habits. So hence, let's try for 1 week without one of these. Maybe 1 week without background noise. Or maybe 1 week without using multiple screens at once. Just go back to one screen at a time. Or 1 week without the constant interruptions. You cannot do all of them at once. But let's start with one. We ourselves follow all these habits in our home. But when we first started, it felt strange. Dinner without TV was awkward. The kids resisted. Nobody knew what to say. There were long silences. But by third or fourth night, things did start to ramp up. We started talking more, we started sharing stories, we started listening more, conversations started becoming natural in our house. This is what I learned from all the reflection and learning of the digital habits, that scrolling in itself does not steal our presence. It's the constant consumption that's the main culprit. My purpose is simple. I want to help you notice your digital habits and build the mindset to change them for good. See you in the next one.